Hello, hello. It is Tuesday Night Live, but it is actually Tuesday late afternoon live today. It's about 4 o'clock on Tuesday, the 4th of October, and I am here a little bit early because I'm not going to be able to make it tonight at my normal time due to prior commitment, but I did not want you to miss out on Tuesday Night Live for a couple of reasons today. Probably most importantly, let me start again. Welcome. My name is Betty Sakosha. I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I am the team leader for the Power of Positive Inking. I'm normally here on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock, but today I am a little bit early. So this past weekend was World Card Making Day on Saturday. If you missed it, there's still a chance to watch it, and I'll try and put the link somewhere so that you can find it and go back and watch it, because you can watch it. Stampin' Up! Did a virtual event, and their event went live on Saturday. It was about a 3-hour event, and it is still available to watch on replay until the 18th of October. And this is important for a couple of reasons. There are some really cool projects that you can see. And even if you don't have the same stamp sets, you can create with something that you might already own, or it might inspire you that you might need some of these stamp sets. I did not have 2 of the 3 stamp sets, and I was able to come up with something relatively reasonable. In my mind, it was relatively reasonable based on just being able to kind of play along with the directions that they had and what I could use in my stash. But today, and today only, so this is on the 4th of October until, it's midnight Mountain Time. So if you're on the East Coast where I am, we have until 2 a.m. to make this decision. But you have free shipping for orders of over $75. So I don't want you to miss out on that opportunity. If you saw something while watching the video that you might want to add to your list. If you see something today while I'm chatting that you want to add to your list, you might get $75. If you can't do it alone, maybe you have a friend and you go in together and get some things in order to save on that shipping, because who doesn't love free shipping, right? So what I have for you today is an extremely simple project. I had a Stamp-A-Stack, which it may not be a term that everybody knows, but basically you make a stack of cards, hence Stamp-A-Stack. You stamp them, so it is a Stamp-A-Stack. So these are some relatively simple cards that I did, not relatively, they are simple cards that I did last night with my Stamp-A-Stack. So I just wanted to show you what I did and give you some ideas if you are interested in participating in the free shipping, which is today only. Okay, so let me flip you down and we'll get started on the simple cards. Ready, set. Boop. Okay, there we go. All right, this stamp set you can see already. I've used this before. You may have seen this if you follow my videos. It's called Speedy Recovery, and it is $23. Let me grab my catalog so you can see where it's at. It's a very inexpensive stamp set, and it can be found on page 76 of your catalog. It's right there, 159024. Oh, $22. I said 23. It's even cheaper. What I love about this stamp set is the simplicity of it. It does not come with dies. Does not need dies. It's very simple. It's so quick to put a card together, and it's got some great phrases. And as we were discussing last night, everybody always needs a get well card, but you don't always have time to make it, because when somebody's sick, you got to kind of act quickly usually. So, wishing you a speedy recovery. I'm here for you, and my favorite of the set, which is sending well wishes your way. I feel like you can use that for anything. So I'm going to show you 3 very, very quick cards using that stamp set. So I am using thick white cardstock that I cut hamburger fashion. So it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You heard that right. It is scored. If you know me, I am a lazy stamper and I never score my cardstock. because generally it's pretty easy just to fold in half. But if you're dealing with thick cardstock, you actually kind of need to fold them in half. All right, so I'm just going to put the card base aside. I'm using exactly one ink pad, some stamps, and that's about it. This is seriously simple stamping. I previously cut out these circles using the stitched frames. I said today will be the day I will know every single thing I am using and I won't have to refer to my book. But here I am referring to my book. Sorry. Here we go. Stylish shapes. So I'm using the circles and the stylish shapes, and they have, I don't know if you can see that. Yep, you can see that. They've got like stitch marking in them. So I cut out 3 of these. These are cut out from regular basic white cardstock. And a little bonus tip, you can actually cut out 2 of these at a time. Not with thick cardstock, but with your basic white cardstock, you can cut out 2 at a time. So I'm going to do 3 different cards here, but I'm going to do one at a time, and this is why. So I'm using my Blackberry Bliss ink pad and going to stamp my image, hopefully in the middle. Ooh, that didn't come out good. Good thing I got another stash of these somewhere here. Always cut out more than you need, because you never know. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry about that. Let's give a nice even pressure there. There we go. All right, so there's my image. And now I'm going to take my blender pen. So you may have these in your stash. You may have not used these in quite a while, but blender pens are like magical markers as opposed to magic markers. They have some kind of something in them. And let me zoom in here so you can see. Oh, come on. Come on, zoom. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. So it looks clear. It looks like a clear marker. Both tips, it's got a tip on both ends. Both tips are the same, but it's got some kind of magical solution in it that actually allows you to push color around. Now, often you will see these used with our watercolor pencils. It's an excellent use of these. Or you can pick ink up from an ink pad and add color. But when you stamp with it, you can actually move color around right away. So that's why I'm doing one of these, and then I'm going to put it aside. Then I'll do my next image and do the same thing. I don't want to let the ink completely dry, or I'm not going to be able to get that effect. So, whoops, I am, has this ever happened to you? Is it just me? I seem to get dimensional backs in the strangest places. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp my little teacup or coffee cup or soup cup or whatever this cup is. And this one, I don't want to do a whole lot. For this one, I'm going to just do these little tiny hearts in here. Actually, now that I think about it, let's do these little leaves as well. So basically, this is dragging some of the Blackberry Bliss ink, and it comes out kind of almost fresh freesia-like. Oh, why not? Let's do the flowers while we're in here. You'll find you can't really stop once you get started with this. Okay, so that's that. And let me see if I can do one more for you. This one's probably my favorite. I love this image here. So it's a little bouquet of flowers. And it really is quite nice that these images, some of the images in the set do kind of speak to a get well card, but many of them don't, and this for sure is one that does not. So this is just flowers, just a bouquet of flowers. Now when you are done using the blender pen, I'll show you that you're going to want to just kind of drag the color out of it so that the next time you go to use this, if you were to use it in a different color, blue or green, or yellow, whatever the case may be, you wouldn't have any like leftover ink in it. So I'll show you that in just a minute. But the nice thing about using this set in particular is that it's a very whimsical kind of set. So you don't really even need to do, you don't even need to really stay in the lines. It's a very forgiving set. So there's that. Okay, as I said before, now you're going to have a little bit, if you look at the tip of this, it looks like it's a little bit pink. Let me see if I can zoom again to show you. Your next step is just to take your marker, just wipe it on your scrap paper until you don't see any color anymore. There's a very little bit of color in there, and that's it. Boom, you're done. There are 2 tips to this pen. Both tips look exactly the same. One eventually will wear out. People are always like, why are there 2 of the same tips? Because one eventually will wear out. That's my best answer for you. I don't really know why, but you will use 2, so that's fine. All right, let's get these out of the way. Let me bring in my next layer. So I chose for these cards to use a little designer series paper, and this paper is from the pack of paper called I do have that information. It's called Design a Daydream. And the nice thing about this paper is it comes in 12 by 12, and it's a Hostess deal, so you get more bang for your buck. But it's kind of well hidden, as some things are. It's kind of well hidden on page 179 of the annual catalog. It's right up here along the back. So here's Design a Daydream, 12 by 12 paper. You get a bunch of paper. You get 12 sheets, 2 of each. I think you get more than that. Is that right? 24 sheets? I think you get 48 sheets. You get a lot. I'm almost positive it's 48 sheets, and I will put that in my comments, but it is really cheap, and it's only $18. You have to be a hostess in order to take advantage of that special, but don't overlook those. They're in both catalogs. The annual catalog and the current holiday catalog both have really big packs of paper for a very good deal for hostesses, so don't miss out on those. Okay, so these cards, these cardstocks, I'm going to layer on top of my Blackberry Bliss. I told you this was super simple, and it is. You could use either side of the paper, but I really want to use the side that's got some Blackberry Bliss because that is the only ink pad that I used. Well, let's take a look. See, well, we'll leave that one aside. I know I don't want bikes. I'm not against bikes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against bikes. I just know that I'm not going to use those for this card here. All right. So let me layer that on there. And then I'm going to bring in my card bases and put these on. I'm going to use dimensionals just to give it a little... Actually, I'm going to use dimensionals on the... I take that back. I will use my dimensionals right on my circles. But I'm going to show you that this card could go either portrait or landscape, either way. So you'll have to make a decision. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? It's from Ursula. From Little Mermaid. It's one of my favorite quotes. Okay. Well, from that movie. I got a lot of famous favorite quotes. Okay, so let me do these, and then the last one I'm just going to hold aside because I'm going to decide what I want to do with that. All right, so... I think... Let's see. I think I'll put this on here, but it could go in either direction. It could go horizontal. It could go vertical. I think I'm going to do horizontal. So I'll put these dimensionals on it. And pop it up. Because my card base is the thick white card base, I don't even need to put a piece of paper on the inside. So this is a very economical card to make. All right, so there's that. And I'm going to add a little bow that I made with some linen thread. I made these up ahead of time because I find I actually don't mind making bows. I'm not good at tying them on things, but making ear bows is generally a pretty easy thing to do. So I just make up a bunch if I'm putting a bunch of cards together. So I'm going to use a glue dot, but you could just as easily use green glue. That would be fine as well. Just going to give a little trim here because it's a little long. Okay, so, whoops, still a little long. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's card number 1. We'll put that aside. Card number 2, I'm going to bring in this guy here. And again, it could go either way. I think I'm going to do this one horizontal as well. And just pop some glue dots on here. This is probably why I have them in my ink pad. I just chuck them wherever. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to take a little bow and put it on the handle of my whatever this is. Tea, soup, coffee. Whatever this is, I'm putting a little bow on the handle right over here. And give that a little trim. So that can go aside. And then the last one, I just need to make a decision if I want, well, I don't have to decide about this. We know Blackberry Bliss is going to be a layer. Like so. Now, I can either do this with this. Feels like a lot to me. Or this, which feels a little bit softer. I am unsure which way I want to go. I don't know. Does anybody have an opinion? Maybe I'll try this. I have a sample of this one here, but maybe I will try this. Oops. Come on. Okay. So let me put this layer down. And then glue dots. Where'd they go? Not glue dots, dimensionals. Go with the stripes. Good. I heard go with the stripes. I'm happy to hear that because I've already glued it down. So thank you, thank you. Okay, so that is going to go. All right, now. Yeah, this has got to go vertical because the stripes are going that way. That's too much the other way. That's too much. Okay, and one more bow. You could do little white bows with white baker's twine too. That would be also adorable. I'm going to put that right here like so. Now I'm going to bring in, basically the cards are done. The words that I am probably going to put in each one of these is sending well wishes your way. Because I feel like it's the most generic saying. Although yesterday, my friend said to me, I always need recovery, get well cards. So wishing you a speedy recovery might be the way to go. But I'm going to just bring in a little bit of bling and see what we can add to this. So I'm going to start with the easiest one to make a decision, in my opinion, is this one right here. This one I am going to add a tiny little butterfly. And this is from the brushed brass butterflies. That is extreme. That's really hard to say. Okay, so I am going to grab one of the smaller butterflies and just put it right up here, like so. So just the right amount of sparkle on that. Okay, that one can be pushed aside. That's, if you're looking for the brushed brass butterflies, that is the code for that, 158136. And they are handy. They are very flat and cost no more to mail, so that is kind of nice. All right, this one here, the whatever it is, soup, tea, coffee, I'm going to use my new Iridescent Iridescent Pearls. So unlike regular pearls, these have a little bit more sparkle. And I'm just going to add 3 of those. They're kind of hard to see on here, but they definitely have a little bit more iridescent-ish look to them. So that is what I'm doing on those. And then the last one, if you're looking for the Iridescent Pearls, maybe you got them. If you ordered a bundle for World Card Making Day, you may have already received those for free. But if you're looking for them, they're 158987. And they are handy. And you can also color them. And if you watched World Card Making Day, you already knew that little trick. Okay, and the last thing, I'm thinking about adding these. And these have a little bit more bling to them. These are the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And this could be one of my faves of all of our embellishments. It's a little bit bold in that it's not subtle. But I don't know, they're really pretty. They kind of match with whatever you need to match them with, which is really sort of nice. All right, let me stick 2 over there and 1 up here. Okay, so just adds a little bit more bling to it. All right. I'm feeling like I should put, with the very least, I should put the words "wishing you a speedy recovery" on that one, because I just feel like I should. So I'm going to. So hopefully this comes out now that I have stamped everything and glued everything, adhered everything down. Perfect. All right, and I think on the other 2, I'm just going to put "sending well wishes you." Oh, look at what happened again. Ay, ay, ay. Leave me a comment and tell me the strangest place you've ever found a dimensional back. I'm guessing your ink pad is not the answer. There's probably lots more places that were strange. Okay. And lastly, you do want to make sure when you're doing this part of the card that when your greeting goes in the same direction that your card does. Okay. Done. Let me get that out of the way. So I'm going to pull in my 3 cards. Super, super quick. I don't know what time it is now, but you can see how quick that process just was. Super quick. So this is a really nice set, as I said before. It doesn't come with anything. There's nothing else you need. This is, if you just want to sit down and quickly craft something, you don't even need to pull out a embossing machine with this. Super, super quick. So I would highly recommend the Speedy Recovery set. There are a couple more things I did want to bring up that could be very handy for you because it's free shipping day. So I wanted to pull in a couple of the kits that are currently available. So I looked just prior to coming online to make sure that these were available, and they are. As of right now, they are. So let me show you which ones I am strongly recommending and why. So this set is called No Matter the Weather Card Kit, and these are the cards that you make with the kit. Now I've used some of this, so it's not a full kit that you're looking at, but it's got rain boots. And frankly, you don't need to know any more than that. It's got rain boots, and it's got raindrops. Can you see those raindrops? It is so worth it. This is a $19 kit. It comes with everything you need, including it comes with a block. It comes with a little stamp set with clouds. It's got nice words, blotches, hearts. It's just really nice. It's everything that you need, and I do not think you would be disappointed in this. So this is called No Matter the Weather. It's only $19. When you're ordering any of the card kits, be careful if they do come with stamps that have words on them, you want to make sure that you're getting words in the language you speak. Ask me how I know. Okay, whoops, I got nothing in here because I used this entire kit up. I just ordered a new one, so I didn't open that one. But this one is called Christmas Whimsy Cards Kit, and these are the 2 different cards that are made from it. And it is very kind of, I don't know, Dr. Seuss-ish to me, very Whoville. I love this set. I used this last year and I was really pleased with it, and I think you would be as well, whether it's for you or whether you're going to give it to somebody else to craft their holiday cards. But I really, really like this kit. So again, this is called Christmas Whimsy and is only $19. All right, and the last one I want to show you, I have only just received this, just opened it. So I haven't even pulled everything out of it, but it comes with a bunch of holiday words, including wishing you a Merry Christmas. That's good. Oh, Sandy just ordered a bunch for a class that she's doing. That's a great idea. Whether you're a demonstrator or just a person who makes cards with friends or family, ordering these kits together, you cannot go wrong. They are so easy to put together yet impressive, and they all include everything that you need for them. So that was a smart move there, Sandy. Okay, so these, I'll show you the pictures that are on here. It is called Cozy and Bright Kit. And the envelopes even have little oranges and pine cones, and they just scream mulled wine or maybe cider, but I'm going to go with wine. In any case, more holiday cards that you can make. So if you are, like I said, crafting alone or crafting with somebody else, having a couple friends over to put together some Christmas cards, some holiday cards, you could grab a couple of these kits, whether it be the Christmas Whimsy card kit or the Cozy and Bright card kit, and you won't need anything else. There's everything you need, including a little ink pad. So these all come with a baby little ink pad that match the image and complete directions. Mostly with pictures, because that's how crafters are. We're better with pictures than with words. We never read the words until things go poor. So these are the 3 kits that I would highly recommend. The first 2 that I showed you, the No Matter the Weather and the Christmas Whimsy, these are both only $19, and this one is $23. So really, really affordable kits that would be fantastic to take advantage of this time of year, and with free shipping. So that is my recommendation. Here are the 3 cards that I put together using the Speedy Recovery set, and that's that. How's that? Okay, let me flip you down and sign off here. Okay, so I do not want you to miss out. If there's things that you want, like I said, you can, whether you get it yourself or get together with a friend and put in an order together. The order has to be, I don't know if I mentioned this, the order has to be $75 and shipped to one address. So, you know, if you got a couple people that each want a kit, ship them all once to one address and you get free shipping for that. Bargain. Win-win. All right, so that's it for today. Please, if you didn't have a chance, go back and watch the World Card Making, because I think you will enjoy it. Maybe next week I will show you what I did with my World Card Making days, because they're not exactly what Stampin' Up did. And you can post for me what you made with your World Card Making day. Please leave me a question if you have any questions. Leave me a question. If there's anything that you need, you can go to my website bettyboop.stampinup.net, and get anything you need, or go to the demonstrator who brought you here, and go to that website, and you certainly will be taken care of. One final thing I forgot to mention is that right now Stampin' Up has a sign-on deal happening. So if you decide that you want to join the world of Stampin' Up, for $99 you get $155 worth of products. So it's an extra $30 than their normal kit, and you can get anything that you want in the catalog with that $155. Moving forward, you would then receive your discount, your 20% discount, as long as you're an active demonstrator. And there's a really, really good bundle that just was announced at the World Card Making Day. So if you go back and watch the video, you will see it. That as a demonstrator, you can order that immediately today. So don't miss out on that if you are a demonstrator. Please note it has to be under a demonstrator order. And then customers will be able to order that next month. So be sure you will be seeing that, because I'm ordering mine today, and you'll be seeing that moving forward. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I will see you next Tuesday, hopefully at 7 o'clock normal time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.